The first Ryzen 7000 laptop in India. My hunt for good laptops in budget just never seemed to end. Today in the house we have a brand new laptop and this one's from Acer. It's their all new 2023 model Acer Aspire 3, and as I've told you just now, this is the most affordable, budget friendly and also the very first laptop in India to be powered by AMD's Ryzen 7000 series mobile CPUs. And not only that, overall specs on this laptop are like very interesting at this price point, guys. It costs only around like 47,990, and for this price point you're getting Ryzen 7000 series CPUs paired with LPDDR5 RAM and also has like PCI Gen 4 SSD. So I'm like pretty excited to unbox and show you this model in this video. Let's get started. So our brand new Acer Aspire 3 2023 laptop came in this sort of packaging. Very simple packaging, just the Acer branding on the front, and to the side we have all of its specs and features mentioned. This laptop is available in pure silver color, and talking about the specs, I've told you now, this is the very first laptop in India to come with Ryzen 7000 series CPUs. So on board you're getting a 15.6-inch 1080p 60Hz display and powered by AMD's Ryzen 5 7520U, which is a quad-core CPU and has built-in Radeon graphics. Best part is you're getting 8 gigs of LPDDR5 RAM coupled with 512 gigs of PCI Gen 4 SSD. So specs definitely look quite promising on the paper. So I'm like very excited to unbox and talk about this laptop in this video. Packaging looks very simple, as I've told you. As soon as you open the box, there you go, our brand new Acer Aspire 3 laptop at the top. Let me just remove all of this packaging material and show you how the laptop looks like. Oh wow, our brand new laptop in pure silver color. Looks very good from my initial impressions. We'll just come back to this in a moment. Keeping that aside, in the package you also get some paperwork. Just make sure to read that. And my god, look at this! Such a tiny power adapter. It's a 45 watt power adapter, guys. One of the smallest I've seen in the recent times. And also a mains cord for the power adapter. That's it. These were all the stuff we got in the package. Now let me give you like a closer look and talk about the design and build quality of the laptop. So compared to last year now, definitely I can see a bit of improvements over here. Very clean and minimalist sort of look, great for business or office people. You just have the Acer logo at the top and says Aspire branding on the bottom, and that's it. Very clean matte sort of finishing, and good thing is it doesn't attract fingerprints also that easily. Build quality of the laptop also looks very good and solid. Entire body is made of like polycarbonate material. And talking about the weight and thickness, well, it's definitely a bit on the heavier side only, weighs around 1.78 kgs and is around 0.75 inches in thickness. So let me talk about the connectivity part as well. On the left you're getting a DC in for charging, Type-C port is also there, full-sized HDMI also, one USB 3.2 port, and that's it over here. And now going to the front side, there's nothing much over here, guys, but on the bottom you can actually check out is stereo speakers over here. So that's it. Now moving on to the other side, here you got some more ports which include some status LED indicators. You also have a 3.5mm audio jack, one more USB 3.2 port, and lastly a Kensington lock. Wait a second, there is no Ethernet port and also micro SD card is not available on this thing, so keep that in mind. And here's how the bottom profile of the laptop looks like. I've told you now, entire body of the laptop is made of like plastic material only, but you do have some cutouts for like air circulation. We'll talk about the thermals at a later part in the video. And talking about the upgradability part, RAM on this laptop is soldered and is not upgradable, but SSD on it is upgradable. That's a good thing. So that is pretty much it, our complete overview on the design and build quality of Acer's brand new Aspire 3 2023 laptop. Let me just quickly open it and show you how the interiors look like. Hey, definitely impressive for this budget price tag, right? Look at the whole design over here. You're getting a 15.6-inch 1080p 60Hz Acer Comfy View certified LED backlit TFT LCD display, and good thing is it's matte coated as well. Now bezels definitely look quite thin for a budget category laptop, but on the bottom you do have a bit of thick chin, guys, with the Acer branding. You're getting a 720p HD webcam as well at the top, and that's it about the upper half. Here's how the lower half section looks like. Let me give you a closer look and talk about that as well. You're getting a pretty simple chiclet keyboard over here, and overall keyboard felt quite comfortable during my usage. Key quality, keycaps, everything felt like very comfortable. They were offering a tactile and clicky feedback, and overall experience was decent for this price point. Only thing I was missing over here is keyboard doesn't have any backlight LED lighting. And talking about the touchpad is also pretty good. You're actually getting a large size touchpad, and I didn't face any sorts of dead zones anywhere. It was easily recognizing all my inputs and gestures, and the quality of the integrated buttons are also nice. Alright, now let's move on to the main aspects of this laptop. Let's start with the display quality. So as I've told you at the beginning, Acer's Aspire 3 comes with a 15.6-inch 1080p level TFT LCD display. And to be honest guys, during my usage, I found the display on this model to be like okay, mediocre sort of results guys. Now there was good amount of detail, 1080p level resolution, so everything looked crisp and clear no matter what sort of content you're watching, either it be like web pages, office related work, or even like YouTube videos also. Detail was good, but if you talk about the contrast levels or maybe like colors, they were like pretty average guys considering this price point. It only has like 45% NTSC level color gamut, and colors were like mediocre, I would say, not that rich or vibrant as you would expect from an IPS level panel. But apart from that, black levels were fine, dynamic range was a bit less, but overall brightness of the panel was like pretty satisfactory. You're getting like 300 nits of brightness, so I had no issues with the panel over here. And wait a second, I haven't told you about the sound, right? You're getting stereo speakers on board, and speaker quality was also like decent, I would say. Good amount of detail, clarity was nice, and distortion was also minimum. Audio output was also good, but wish it had a little bit more sound. And before jumping into the benchmarks, let me quickly brush you up on the specs. Our variant of the Aspire 3 2023 is powered by AMD's newest Ryzen 5 7520U, which is a 4-core 8-thread CPU with a max turbo of up to 4.3 GHz. Pair that with 8 gigs of LPDDR5 RAM and 512GB PCI Gen 4 SSD, this is one of the best configurations on a laptop you can get for this price point. Full on performance package, I would say. Though one thing I do have to mention is, despite AMD calling it a 7000 series CPUs, Ryzen 7520U is actually an older gen CPU based on Zen 2 6nm process, not the newer gen Zen 4 architecture based CPU. They actually rebranded some older CPU model into this newer gen and made for affordable category laptops. Ryzen 7000 mobile CPUs based on Zen 4 architecture will be coming at a later part in 2023, so do keep that point in mind. The direct competitor for this CPU would be Intel Wi-Fi 1135G7 at this price point, and both of them have like very similar specs. You're getting same number of cores and threads, but Ryzen has higher clock frequencies, whereas Intel has higher cache memory. On paper, Intel Wi-Fi gets slightly better scores than Ryzen 5, but since this new laptop features LPDDR5 RAM and PCI Gen 4 SSD, as a package on the whole, AMD wins the cake. And that is why I said this laptop offers some really good performance at this price point. I've been using this model since the last couple of days and was like very much satisfied with the performance. Was browsing the web with half a dozen Chrome tabs open, photo editing, watching 1080p videos on YouTube, and laptop was handling all of these tasks very well guys. I didn't face any sorts of lags or stutters, and good thing is it actually comes bundled with MS Office also, so great for students or even for like office purpose as well. And yes, you can do a bit of light 1080p video editing as well without much graphics. So very satisfactory performance, I would say. But coming to the gaming category, now don't expect you'll be able to play like AAA gaming over here. No, it's not made for that purpose. You don't have a discrete GPU at all on this model. Casual games, yes, and maybe a little bit of GTA 5, that too at 720p medium graphics. That's it, nothing more on this laptop. So we are almost coming to an end, so let me tell you about the battery life as well. Acer Aspire 3 comes with a 3-cell lithium-ion 40 watt-hour battery, and battery life was excellent over here. I was not expecting that. On a moderate sort of usage, with the brightness set around like 50% and doing a bit of web browsing, light photo editing, and also using MS Office apps, I was getting around like 8 to 10 hours of battery per charge. Very efficient CPU from AMD. Again, it can totally depend on the use case scenario and what sort of applications you're putting on the laptop. Well, that's it, our review on Acer's brand new Aspire 3 2023. Great performing laptop, I'd say. Premium design, good build quality, great specs and performance, and excellent battery life as well. Only few things I felt were display quality could have been better, RAM is soldered on board, no backlighting on the keyboard, you also don't get Ethernet port, and there's no SD card slot as well. But apart from that, rest everything else was fine. This costs around 47,990 rupees. Links will be available in the description box below. What do you people think? Share your thoughts in the comment section down below. So that's it. I hope you all enjoyed watching the video and got to know everything about this model. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more such awesome videos. And I'll see you all in my next one.